A very good day, my dear students. Today we'll learn a new topic, that is conditional and iterative statements. Let's see. So students, conditional and iterative statements. These statements makes your program work more workable or more flexible manner. Okay, so let's see what are the learning outcomes which we'll learn in this topic, that is types of statements in Python. Which all types of statements are available? Statements of flow control, program logical development tools, if statement of Python, repetition of task in necessity, range function, iteration or looping statements, and break and continue statements. So there are, first one is your types of statements in Python. What are the types of statement? First, you should know that what is statements, right, students? So statements are the instructions given to computer to perform any task. For performing any task, we give some statements, right? Or we give some instruction to the user. So that instruction is known as what your statements. The task may be simple calculation, checking the condition, or repeating the action. It could be in any form. Okay, so Python supports three types of statements. So what are the three types of statements, students? First one is your empty statement, second is simple statement, and third one is your compound statements. Let's see one by one. First is your empty statement. What is empty statement? It is the simplest statement, that is a statement which does nothing. Okay, empty statement means what? A statement which does nothing. It is written by using keyword pass. Okay, we write the statement with the keyword word pass. Whenever Python encountered pass, it does nothing and moves to the next statement in flow of control. The required, where syntax of Python required presence of a statement, but where the logic of program does. More detail will be explored with loop. Okay. Next is your simple statement. Simple statement means what? Any single executable statements in Python is simple statements. For example, name equal to input, enter your name, and print name. So what is this? Input enter your name means what? It means we have to enter some name in it. So it gives us some instructions. It gives the print to instruct that it should print which command, name command should be printed, right? But in name, what instruction is being given? We need to input some name. Okay, when the name will be asked, we have to input our name or any name we have to input. So this is what your simple statement, any single executable statement. Okay, that is known as what your simple statement. Next is a compound statement. Compound statement means what? It represents group of statement executed as unit. There are many statements which are used to execute as what? Unit or as one. The compound statement of Python are written in specific pattern, like compound statement header, indented body containing multiple simple or compound statement. We'll see an example like header which begins with keyword or function and ends with the colon. A body contains of one or more Python statements, each intended inside the header line. All statements in the body or under any header must be at the same level of indentation. There are statements flow control. In Python, program statement may execute in a sequence selectively or iteratively. Iteratively means in a looping process. Python program supports three control flow statements. First one is your sequence, second selection, and third one is your iteration. Sequence. Sequence means what? It means Python statements are executed one after another. That is, from the first statement to the last statement without any jump. Means in a sequence it will solve all the statements. Next is your selection statement. Selection statement means what? It means execution of statement will depend upon the condition. Condition, how we will give the condition? If the condition is true, then it will execute action 1, otherwise action 2. So in Python we use if to perform selection statements. Okay. Next, in selection, see how it works. Suppose this is our condition and our condition is true, then the action 1 will be performed. In action 1 there may be one or two statements or many statements could be. Next is, if the condition is false, then it will run the second action which depends on many statements inserting over here. Okay, so see, we apply decision making or selection in our real life also, like if age is 18 or above person can vote, otherwise not. So in this previous case, if I give like age is equals to 18, so if age is equals to 18 becomes true, then the person is eligible to vote, the statement will be run. And if the age is less than 18, then means it depends on how we have entered our age details, right? Okay, so whatever we'll enter the age details, like age is equals to 18, so it will return true. And if age is less than 18, then it will return this statement like you are not eligible for vote. Now iteration or looping. So in iteration means what? Repeating of statements which depends upon the condition. Till the time a condition is true, statements are repeated again and again till we achieve our target. It will repeat our statements, okay, and it will work till we get our statement true. Okay, so iteration construct is also known as what? Looping construct. While we are constructing the iterative statements, that construction is known as what? Here, looping constructs. Okay, so what do you mean by looping? Repeating our actions. Okay, in real world we are using looping construct like learning table of any number. We multiply same number from 1 to 10, right? Washing clothes using washing machine till the time is over. Our school hours start from assembly to last period and etc. Till our last period we are studying, right? So this is what our looping. We have connected our looping with our real life examples. Next, see how it works. Like we have given some condition over here. If it is true, then it will come to statement 1, then it will come to statement 2, and if you have not achieved our target, then again it will go to condition. It will check that it is true or not. If it is true, then again it will come to statement, again it will go to condition, then it will check that if condition is false, then it will exit from the iteration, otherwise it will again move with the statements and then will come to condition and check that we have achieved our target or not. So it is a iteration, means repetitive actions are being taken, okay, till we achieve our target and till the conditions are true. If condition becomes false, then it will exit from the iteration part. So Python supports two types of iteration. First one is a for and second one is while statement for looping constructs. Next one is your error and exceptions. Error means what? Error means bugs in a program. Either program is not running or running but not producing the expected output. So this could be the bugs. So exceptions are those errors which appears during the execution time of program. That is, there are some exceptional condition in which program is not successfully executing. So there may be types of error. First one is syntax, semantic, logical, and fourth one is a runtime error. First one is syntax error. What do you mean by syntax error? It occurs before the execution of program. It occurs due to violation of programming language rule. For example, missing parenthesis, incorrect use of operator. Example. Like C students, in this part, int input enter any number. Syntax error due to missing parenthesis. One parenthesis is missing. See, this one is a close opening parenthesis, this one closing parenthesis, but after int there is one more opening parenthesis but we haven't closed it, so this will produce a syntax error. Okay, next is a semantic error. Occurs when statements are not meaningful. For example, Sita plays piano is syntactically and semantically correct, but piano plays Sita is syntactically correct but semantically incorrect. So take another example, like x into y is equal to z is semantically incorrect because expression can't comes before the assignment operator. Next is your logical errors. Occurs when program is executing successfully but not producing the correct output. It is one of the most difficult error to trace and debug. It may occur by use or wrong operator like use of into in place of plus, or ring C is equals to B by A in place of C equals to A by B, etc. So like it seems like you have entered the correct one, okay, but the operator you have used which is not up to the up to the question, up to the asked question, okay. If the asked question is to multiply and you have put the plus sign, then will you get the correct output? No. But to identify it, you will get the output as as multiply, but you need to do what? Addition. So you have to mark there what? Correct operator, then only you will get what? A correct result, right? So this is what logical errors. So see, in this example we have done example to divide the first number with the second, but what we have done here, we have divided the second number with first, so we'll get the output as accordingly. So for that we need to change this operands, right? Like n1 divided by n2, then only we'll get the correct output as per the question asked. Next is your runtime error. Runtime error means what? It occurs during the execution of program. It is also known as exception. It occurs due to some wrong operation, input, etc. The most common runtime error is divided by 0. Like students, we have marked here, we need to divide it, okay. We have done all the things correct, means we have given the expression also correct, we have input statement is also correct, our print statement is also correct, but while in the runtime, while entering the data, in first one we have entered 20 and in the second one we have entered 0. So 20 divided by 0 is the error. So you will get the error as what? Division by 0. You should in the second number some number should be inserted, then only you will get one output. But in the code there is no error. In the runtime or while running your statement, you have received some error. Like in the second number, if I write here in place of number, if I write here one character, then only you then also you will get the error, because the second number is what? Integer type, means it will accept only the numbers but it won't accept the string. But if you write here the string part, then also you will receive what? Error. So that type of error is known as what? Your runtime error. So exceptional handling by try and except. We can handle those exceptional cases by using what? Try and except. So what do I mean by try and except? Try means this block is used for writing those statements in which exception may occur, okay. Means if you are getting some wrong output, then you will receive some statements in regard of those exceptional or those errors, okay. And next is except. This block is used for handling the exception occurs in try block, that is decides what to do with the exception. Like try, if I have written here my code, okay, this code is my correct, but like in the previous example I have said that if you have written 0, or if you have written the which is not acceptable command, okay, so that type of cases you will use the except command. Here if you have written here the block as except, so I have printed here like print cannot divide by 0. So when you will when you will run your program, like enter first number 20 and enter second number as 0, then it won't be divided. But in the exception case, we have printed one statement that if this case will be occurred, then what statement will be displayed? Cannot divide by 0. So this statement will be displayed and your program is correct, okay. Next is your if statement of Python. This part we'll learn later. Thank you, students.